Welcome to Mr. Magazine, where every emotion behind the glittering facade of fame comes alive. If you haven't already, subscribe, tap that join button to support our growing community, and like this video if you believe in stories of strength, dignity, and truth. Today, we turn our gaze to one of the most intense emotional storms the Turkish entertainment world has seen this year, the quiet but seismic confrontation between Gülen Baktas and Bahar, a story that began with love and loyalty but has now become a symbol of female courage. In the radiant yet ruthless world of celebrity life, appearances often mask the quiet wars fought behind closed doors. And for weeks, whispers around the Baktas household suggested that something fragile had begun to fracture. What no one expected, however, was the resolute declaration that would make Gülen Baktas a trending topic across the nation. Just days before giving birth, and at a time when most women seek calm and protection, Gülen chose confrontation over silence. Sources close to the family confirmed that she confronted Bahar after discovering a renewed closeness between him and a mysterious figure from his past, a woman whose name remains unspoken in the media, but whose identity, insiders claim, is well known in their circle. Her voice was calm, her expression unshaken, yet her words carried the weight of an earthquake. "Bahar," she said, "either that woman, or me." No tears, no shouting, no theatrics, only an ultimatum delivered with an almost regal composure. For many, this wasn't an act of jealousy, it was an act of survival. Gülen, exhausted by months of emotional turbulence, decided she would no longer live under the shadow of doubt. Throughout her pregnancy, the actress had faced relentless rumors, whispers of late-night calls, cryptic messages, and accidental encounters that seemed anything but. Though Bahar attempted to brush off these suspicions as harmless echoes from a closed chapter of his life, Gülen's patience had reached its end. The final spark came one evening when she allegedly saw a new message from the same woman, sent just as Bahar had stepped out to buy baby essentials. It was not a scandal broadcast to the public, it was a quiet implosion within their home. Yet, in that silence, something irrevocable changed. According to sources close to her, Gülen decided she would rather raise her child alone than share her life with uncertainty. And in doing so, she transformed from a nervous expectant mother into a symbol of unwavering self-respect. Her decision divided opinions within the family. Some quietly supported her stance, admiring her refusal to settle for half-truths. Others, particularly members of Bahar's side, urged her to hold off on drastic measures until after the birth. But Gülen remained immovable. No child, she reportedly said, should be born into a home built on lies. When the story leaked, social media erupted. Thousands of women flooded her pages with messages of solidarity. Hashtags like #StandWithGülen and #DignityOverDrama dominated Turkish Twitter. Commenters praised her courage, saying she had broken the mold of the silent, self-sacrificing woman, proving instead that strength and motherhood can coexist. "Love doesn't mean tolerating pain," wrote one follower. "It means choosing peace for yourself and your child." And that, perhaps, is what resonated most deeply. In a society where women are often told to endure for the sake of the family, Gülen Baktas chose to draw a line. While she stood firm, Bahar disappeared from the spotlight. The once charismatic actor, known for his effortless confidence and polished image, began cancelling interviews, avoiding social gatherings, and stepping away from social media. According to people close to him, it wasn't indifference but fear that kept him quiet, fear of saying the wrong thing, fear of losing the woman who had been by his side during his most vulnerable moments, fear of watching his carefully built life collapse. Those around him describe a man transformed, not through grand gestures, but through silence. One insider revealed that Bahar quietly started deleting old contacts, ignoring calls that once mattered, and distancing himself from the ghosts of his past. Not as a publicity stunt, but as a clumsy attempt to show he was ready to change. Whether that effort will come too late remains to be seen. Meanwhile, Gulam has shown an emotional balance that few could maintain under such strain. She hasn't sought pity, nor has she weaponized her pain for public sympathy. Instead, she's focused on what she calls clarity. She wants a home built on trust, or none at all. Her calm defiance has struck a chord nationwide, turning her from a private figure into a public symbol of empowerment. Entertainment commentators have dubbed her the woman who drew the line when it mattered most. Her strength has inspired a wave of reflections across media circles about how women, even in their most delicate moments, can possess a strength that unsettles the very power dynamics of love. Thousands of mothers have since shared their own stories, admitting they wished they'd had Gulam's clarity before stepping into parenthood. The conversation has grown beyond gossip. It has become a social mirror reflecting modern relationships and the evolving concept of respect in family life. Still, the question remains, what will Bar do? Every day brings Gulam closer to motherhood, and with it, closer to a decision that could redefine both their futures. Rumors suggest she has quietly prepared for every possible outcome, an apartment of her own, new legal arrangements, even the possibility of giving the child her surname instead of his. It is a plan rooted not in rebellion, but in responsibility. A source close to her confided that she's ready to make those changes, even from the hospital room if she has to. Such resolve has astonished even her critics, who now describe her as a woman who transformed heartbreak into principle. Bar's silence, once seen as composure, has now begun to feel like absence. In the court of public opinion, inaction can speak louder than words. As one columnist wrote, every minute he hesitates, Gulam grows stronger. Every silence deepens the distance. What was once a romantic pairing admired for its tenderness has now become a test of values. Does love mean forgiving endlessly, or does it mean protecting one's peace when the line has been crossed? And more urgently, what kind of father will Bar choose to be when that baby takes its first breath? At Mr. Magazine, we can't help but ask. Do you think Gulam made the right decision? Is Bar capable of redemption, or has the damage already been done? Share your thoughts below. Your comments often spark the most powerful discussions on our channel. And if you believe that true strength lies in emotional honesty, subscribe to Mr. Magazine right now. Hit that join button to support stories that matter, and don't forget to like this video so more people can discover it. As the birth approaches, the atmosphere grows heavier. Insiders say Bar has been seen visiting baby stores alone, his expression clouded with regret. Whether that regret turns into change, no one knows. What is certain is that the final act of this story will not unfold under studio lights, but in the quiet corridors of a maternity ward, where love, or the absence of it, will reveal its truest form. And perhaps that's the poetic irony of it all. In a world obsessed with glamour and perfection, it took a pregnant woman's quiet ultimatum to remind everyone what love should never cost: one's dignity. So until next time, thank you for watching Mr. Magazine, where we uncover not just the fame, but the feelings behind it. Stay curious, stay kind, and remember, real stories don't need filters, only truth.